Everyone's quiet.
What is uuidgen?
Oh, run it. Let's see what happens.
dbus-uu.
Well, dbus uses UUIDs.
Okay.
Spits out a random string.
Hey! Yeah. Guess where am I find my MD5 generator?
That's my next password.
It'll be there when I get back, right?
Just remember it. Write it down, put it on a sticky note.
Utility to generate UUIDs. So it creates universally unique ID. Has no relationship with the regular UUIDs.
No, it doesn't.
It does not generate UUIDs.
we just call it that. It doesn't really meet any of the requirements.
Take a look at it. It's probably just a wrapper around something else.
It won't do what you want. We're just doing this for fun.
You probably thought you were getting
$10K.
Looking binary. Maybe.
Yeah, it's binary. Wow. Seemed like they could have done it in about 3 lines of Python or Perl or something.
Just MD5, some dev random.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Moving on.
Come on, what's it going to be?
bzless.
Ah, nice utility for looking at bzip files. Bzip2'd files.
So let's generate a test one here.
Like what GCat did for gzip
Yeah,
files?
or zcat or...
Yeah,
or,
it's that those you had to pipe through something.
bzless will...
It's just piped it through less.
So that's just overflow.
Yeah. What is it, about a byte and a half? Nice.
Go to GCat pipe less.
It's like zcat, but it's for bzip files.
Yeah, so you got bz more and bz less. Is there like a bz head and a bz tail? bz tab. No.
bzcat. Yeah.
More.
There is more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bz more and bz less.
bzexe.
It's more or less the same thing.
It's more or less.
With bzexe?
That'll won't that create a
Compresses executable files in place, so...
Well, there's a bzcat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
So if you're running on a really low disk machine and don't mind the CPU head, or the possibility of
Man,
files getting corrupted.
how well could it compress though? I mean, if you run like strip on it to get rid of the symbol table, there's not much left to compress.
There's still probably...
instructions and stuff, but that's not very compressive.
It's a self-uncompressing exec
Yeah.
file.
It depends on the expert.
There would be strings in it, but it's not like
You wouldn't think a
symbol
lot.
table.
Yeah. Alrighty, moving on. Busybox.
Oh jeez. That's the
In 5 minutes or
There's
less.
the can of worms.
That's the Swiss Army knife of small Linux, right? Small. I use BusyBox. BusyBox is used in LTSP for the initial root file system because it contains like everything you could possibly need in a small file system. It contains bash and init and
This has been, I think,
mount and NFS mount and all kinds.
this has been the source of, I think, more GPL lawsuits than any other application known to man.
What, because of the pieces in it?
Well, because
Well-
people will include it and they won't include the source code.
It's in everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in just about everything.
It was written originally by Bruce Perens.
Oh yeah?
And he didn't really let go of it, but somebody else. Who's the guy that started PenguinCon? One of the guys that was initially in PenguinCon. I forget his name now. And he took over maintainership of BusyBox and kind of pissed off Bruce Perens about it because he didn't give proper attribution to Bruce.
I know. I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
I can't. Yeah.
That's because he didn't get proper attribution, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Perrin's original author.
Okay, good. So it could be found hiding here and there.
You sure? Let me go through it.
Sounds like it'd be on this list.
Oh yeah.
Wow, a lot of people contributed, huh?
Eric Anderson. No.
Yeah, he keeps going up. and
Eric
down
Anderson
that
was
list.
involved for a while, but he wasn't the one that pissed off. He's probably been stripped of all.
Larry Doolittle.
That's quite possible.
He didn't do much.
Anyway, it's a very very handy little toolkit of things you can basically you can have a kernel and that's a runnable system.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of neat because it's one executable that's not terribly big, probably 120K or so. Do a size on it, but it contains all those utilities.
Aren't there some of
It's
those
1.7 megs.
utility boxes that, you know, like an appliance that have those under the hood?
I think that's what
Yeah.
my NAS
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, so some
it's
of the
pretty much gonna be-
firewalls
it's
and
gonna
some of
be
the other
based
things.
on busybox.
Yeah.
It's one executable with every command is aliased to that executable, or it's symlinked to that executable. So whatever you call it as, that's the personality that command ends up having. It's really pretty neat. You can build it. There's probably like 150 commands it can have, but when you build it, you pick off which ones you want. So when I used it for LTSP, there was only about 12 or 15 commands that I needed.
Yeah, you strip it down to.
Because basically just to mount a root file, a real root, or an NFS root file system, and then switch to that, and then BusyBox gets out of the way. But boy, you look at a Linksys router or anything, it's going to have BusyBox under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Your television probably has this.
Yeah, your DVD
DVR.
player, DVR player, they're all going to have BusyBox. It's quite,
I don't know if Squeezebox has it.
it's quite interesting.
So like my car is going to have that under the dash before long?
It very well could, yeah.
As long as it's not Ford, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, if it's Ford,
his is
that's
Ford.
valid, then it's fine.
No, it's going to have something Microsoft under the hood.
Yep.
Which actually could be Linux these days, right?
Yeah.
Do they give you
Very
source
cool.
code?
Yeah, right.
No, I did get the GPL license with my TV.
Yeah, I get that with All right, we only got a minute or so left. I've got a question for our audience.
I have one too. If we get-
Okay, I've got a